Hello. Acceptance is a very important thing in my opinion. We often say we need to accept things, but I don't think we understand acceptance properly. So, acceptance will set you free. Why? Because the truth will set you free. We come to the truth through acceptance. And I don't mean subjective truth, objective truth. Only the undisputed truth of reality can set you free. And what does it free you from? It frees you from ignorance, from oppression and other kinds of limitations, but most importantly, it frees you from suffering. We suffer when we resist the truth of reality. We suffer when we want things to be our way or events to happen our way, but they don't. We cannot accept how things are going. We resist that, and this resistance is creating suffering. And when I say suffering, I mean every negativity that comes from your mind. That is irritation, anxiety, stress, anger, fear, and so on. So we suffer because of our unfulfilled expectations. We need to let go of expectations, accept what comes, and adapt accordingly. So how do we come to acceptance, and how do we know that it is a true feeling of acceptance? First simple thing to remember is that the feeling of acceptance is opposite to resistance. It is calmness. So when you're trying to accept something, if you feel resistance, if you feel any disturbance in yourself, you're not there yet. And resistance comes from disliking things. Disliking is resisting. Complaining is resisting. We dislike something when it is not how we would want it to be. So the goal is not to like what you dislike. The goal of acceptance is to move away from disliking and from liking as well. And approving is similar to liking, so it is also not acceptance. Liking and disliking are not a part of reality at all. They are just in your head. They are labels you put on things, people and events based on your subjective view of the world, based on comparing things. So acceptance is moving away from the subjectivity of your mind. And true acceptance is seeing things exactly how they are, knowing exactly how they are. But we do not need to know everything about something to truly accept it. All we need to do is accept the details that we know, and the details that we do not know, we just accept that we do not know. And true acceptance is possible only without any emotional response. And you may think if you do not feel emotions about something, then you don't feel anything. You don't care about it, you are indifferent about it. But this is not true. It's not that you don't feel anything. You feel calmness, peacefulness. Calmness is a wonderful feeling. From calmness comes joy and love and other wonderful feelings. Calmness is connecting you with life, with truth and other beautiful things. So I think that the easiest way to accept something is when you understand it. When you understand why it happened, or at least partially understand it. And there's a mechanism of life that can help you with that. That is action-reaction. So first you need to accept action-reaction. To me it makes perfect sense. so I have no problem accepting it. It's so simple. For every cause there is an effect. For example, it's raining and things get wet. Action is raining, things get wet is reaction. This is a simple example, but you can apply this to everything. But even this simple example, people have hard time accepting, and they get angry or irritated by rain. Now a better example, something that happens to everyone. You are doing something in your house, but you're not paying too much attention. You turn around too fast and accidentally hit the edge of the table with your elbow. You feel pain. You say ouch, and maybe you start to curse. When something like this happens to me, my first thought is, why has this happened? And immediately I found an answer, because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. So this is completely fair to me, and I accept it immediately. I don't curse, and I don't resist what happened at all. And the answer to why it happened is also the solution to the problem. So I try to pay more attention to what I'm doing. And when you accept small injuries like that, you will feel pain less, and it will go away sooner than normally. And also this works with temperature. When it's hot or cold outside, if you don't resist that, or in other words, if you don't dislike that, you will be able to endure those temperatures more effectively, maybe even enjoy them. Now, paying more attention to what you are doing will solve a lot of your problems, and accepting that you made a mistake because you didn't pay attention will keep you away from suffering. So acceptance of action-reaction will help you to understand what you are doing or why things happen the way they happen. But the most important thing to accept is yourself. How you look, what you have, what you can do. So when you are thinking about yourself, about your current appearance, your current capabilities, you should feel calmness, complete calmness. And then that is complete acceptance of yourself. Now we all want something to change about ourselves, but a change could feel like a distant goal. I think it's better to think in terms of improvements, because it's not so important what you want to do. It's more important what you can do right now. It's more important doing small improvements day by day or week by week, improving yourself one step at a time instead of focusing many steps ahead on some distant goal. Now, what we often cannot accept about other people is their opinion. This is because we dislike it. It's not similar to our opinion. To accept other people's opinion, we have to understand why it's different. So people are different. They have different experiences and therefore different opinions. And they will always have different opinions because of that. So should we make them have our opinions? No, because that would be taking away their freedom. And besides, do you want everyone to have the same opinion as you? Imagine that world. Imagine if everyone agrees with you. How boring place that would be. A different opinion means a different perspective. And to me, it's always interesting to hear different perspective. because I could learn something new. Different perspective is not always a realistic perspective, but still you can learn something new sometimes. And if you accept and respect other people's opinion, you will be able to interact with them and work with them more effectively, and you will be able to enjoy working with them. I know this because it works for me, and other people also enjoy working with me. This is because of my acceptance. I accept them and their opinion, and I am always calm. I don't curse, I don't shout, I don't get angry, and I'm always ready to learn and find solutions to problems together with others. And there's one mistake I often hear people saying about acceptance. They would say, I accept that things cannot get any better, that things will never change, that I cannot do anything about it. This, in most cases, is not true. Acceptance is about present moment. It's also about the past, but you just need to accept the past and move on. It's more about present. And accepting the future for me is about accepting responsibilities for the actions I take. So when in advance I'm thinking, for every actions that I'm taking, whatever consequences comes of it, I will take full responsibility. Be that success or a problem, I will take care of it. So I am ready for it in advance. I accept this at the present moment for the future. And then when future comes to the present, I'm already accepting, and I deal with everything without resisting, and everything goes smoothly. So if you manage to accept how things are going, how people are, you will be able to see things more clearly. You will be able to think more clearly and find more solutions for everything that you want. So the future has many paths, and better paths are always found more easily if you accept your past and present situations. That's all. Thank you for listening. If you thought this video was interesting and useful, share it with someone. And remember, for every successful recovery and progress, the first step is acceptance.